Imperfect action is better than perfect planning. I know in my past videos, I am someone who talks a lot about finding the right way to do something, finding the best way to do something, making sure that you succeed, making sure that you do all the things you want to do, complete all the goals you want to complete, and do it while planning everything out, making a foolproof plan that cannot be broken. Because if you have a foolproof plan that cannot be broken and it's set in stone, you are going to achieve your goals. And I think there's a lot that can be said about perfect planning, a lot that can be said about planning out your steps before you take them. But imperfect action is better than perfect planning. If you don't take imperfect action, how are you going to know what perfect looks like? You don't just know how to get something or you'd already have it. You don't just know exactly what it takes to get to where you want to be or you'd already be there. You learn from your mistakes, you grow from them, you move past them, and most importantly, you rise up from them. Imperfect action is better than perfect planning. Don't live in the what if. Just because you're waiting for the perfect time, you're waiting for the perfect opportunity, you're waiting for someone else to lead you to what you want. What if it never happens? Then you're stuck in the what if I would have tried this? What if I would have just taken imperfect action? What if I would have just listened? Take the imperfect actions. If you don't start, how will you ever know? How will you know what you can become? You don't know. There's no cap on your potential. You can do anything you want, but you aren't going to know what you can be unless you first learn how not to get there. It's really a reverse method, a flip. You have to know how not to do something so you know how to do it. That's why imperfect action is always going to get you closer than perfect planning. And it's hard to take imperfect action, it really is, because there's so much risk involved and people are so scared of failing. But once you turn failure as a definition of not getting what you want into a definition of growing from your failures and being able to look back on them and learn from them, you realize that just taking that first step is all that really matters. And looking back, 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road, you are going to be so glad that you just took the step, that you didn't try and plan everything out, that you just did it. There is a lot that can be said for perfect planning, but there's also so much more you can learn from imperfect action. Me personally, if I wouldn't have started this YouTube channel, 6 to 8 months ago, I wouldn't be where I am. And I could have taken the time and the planning to do and to think about what I could do, but I wouldn't be where I am with 3 subscribers and over 30 videos posted. 30 videos doesn't just happen. 30 videos is created from imperfect action. None of my videos are perfect. None of my videos will ever be perfect, but it's that constant progression because I'm learning from the mistakes that I have made from my first videos. And I have come a long way, and I know that I'm going to get a lot better at this. So just take the imperfect action. Not everything has to be planned out perfectly for you to start.